Oh, stunning bloody nut roast. Why is there nut roast on the floor? Jesus! Guys, I think I've actually just successfully made my first nut roast. Look at that. No! Sorry, I think I've just created magic. Oh god, that's delicious, right?
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hope that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma with her kerchief, and I my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Luke, I don't know if you know, but it's Christmas tomorrow and you still haven't filmed the Come Dine With Me episode. Kate and Ewan are waiting and they're very hungry. Get to it. Okay, I think I made it. We're here, we're ready. It's fine, Christmas isn't here yet. We've got time. Put the oven on, pour yourself a glass of something. Things are about to get festive. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to my channel and to a highly anticipated, long overdue, very exciting video that I am so excited to bring to you. It is our Come Dine With Us Christmas special with the one and only Kate McCabe and Mr. Carrington. If you are new here, then maybe you missed that in summer, myself, Kate McCabe and Mr. Carrington got together in the first lockdown way back in those early days.
Welcome back to another episode of Come Dine With Us. On last week's show, Ewan realised that you cannot use caramel digestives to make a cheesecake base.
There's something in those biscuits, I'm telling you. Oh, I think it's the caramel, it's welded it.
And Kate McCabe discovered that her favourite word was crostini.
Kind of, yeah, but it said crostini. Crostini!
Also realised her favourite implement is a fish slice. And Luke fell in love with himself a little bit more than he already was.
The name's Bond. James Bond. Wow, I really have lost it. Those were the videos that got me through. They were amazing. I absolutely loved doing them. We did something that was just completely different and we had a laugh along the way. So we had a little chat on WhatsApp, myself, Kate and Ewan, and we thought, let's bring it back for Christmas. Let's end the year, which has not been the best, let's just say that, with a bang, and do a Christmas style. So the way this works is we're having a virtual dinner party because obviously we aren't going to be seeing each other this Christmas, so it's a virtual Come Dine With Us. The idea is that Kate is going to be doing the starter, which I hear is going to be quite festive, so this is what Kate's doing.
Hello, I'm Kate and I'm going to be making edible Christmas trees with some cheese, and I'm also going to be making a cocktail, a lovely gin cocktail, and probably a mocktail as well.
So then I'm in charge of the main, and I thought, you know what, we're going to go all out, it's Christmas. Let's throw caution to the wind and do a full-on nut roast. So we're going to be doing a nut roast with roast potatoes, roasted carrots, parsnips, sprouts, gravy and a Christmas cocktail because I like to make things difficult for myself. And then of course Ewan is in charge of dessert and this is what he's going to be making.
Hi, I'm Ewan, Mr. Carrington, and over on my channel I'm going to be doing the dessert and I'm going to be making us a naughty nougat mousse using a Toblerone. And it wouldn't be Christmas without a cocktail, so I'll be making one of those as well. Let's get jolly!
Toblerone. Anything with Toblerone. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fantastic. I usually have a glass of wine when I'm making Christmas dinner. I'm not going to do that because things will probably burn. I'm going to show you everything you need and then we're going to get cracking. So this is basically everything you are going to need to make a Christmas nut roast. Now I know I did a video not too long ago where I showed you a vegetarian Wellington, so if you want to check that out I'll link that up there, but this one is going to be a nut roast virtually enjoyed with Mr. Carrington and Kate. So this is the ingredients you're going to need for your nut roast. It's quite a lot, but all store-covered ingredients and fresh veg, so it shouldn't be too hard to get hold of this Christmas. You're going to need a carrot, some celery, garlic, a vegetable stock cube, some eggs, an onion, white onion if you have it, a red pepper, some cheddar, olive oil, salt and pepper. You're gonna need some paprika, oregano, parsley, red lentils, breadcrumbs, chestnut mushrooms, and of course, you can't have a nut roast without nuts. Whew. Okay, that is everything. Like I say, a full ingredients list will be linked down below. It's a BBC Good Food recipe, so fingers crossed it's gonna be good. I've never made one in my life. And of course, you can't have a Christmas dinner without Christmas veg. So we're gonna do some maple syrup glazed carrots, and we're gonna do some honey and mustard glazed parsnips. We're gonna do some roasted sprouts, arguably the best roast potatoes you will ever have,
with semolina and plain flour. And then we're also going to do a gorgeous rosemary and red onion garlic thyme gravy. So it's going to be all of the bouginess, all of the food, and a cocktail at the end. So I know I said I wasn't going to have wine. I've just realised I've got an astronomically large amount of work to do. And I think I'm going to need it. Oh God, that's delicious. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, so I first started off by having a very large drink of this wine. And then I've just peeled, I figured you guys wouldn't really see this, but I've just peeled the potatoes and cut them at an angle. This just makes them go super crispy. I said that before. If they are at like a weird angle, then they just get amazing. Also, I've got the parsnips in here as well, just chopped and peeled those, topped and tailed them, cut them into quarters. So, boiling all your veg in a pan is a really good idea. Obviously, these both need to parboil because we're going to roast them later. So I'm going to put loads of boiling water in there, season it, and let that do its thing. I also washed the sprouts and then just chopped like the end off and halved them. So they're going to roast in some olive oil, and then I'm going to hit them with some gorgeous dried sage. So they're going to be delicious. They're going to take around half an hour in total. And the carrots, I usually do them in a roasting tin, similar with the parsnips, but I thought I'd do something a bit different this time, so I'm going to do them in a pan. I saw a video on YouTube of someone doing it with like some maple syrup and some thyme and fennel, and it just sounded really good, so we're going to give that a go. So that's all the veg done. Just need to make a start on the gravy in a second. Now I am going to tackle this nut roast head on. I've never made one in my life. Very much enjoy eating them, so I figured what can really go wrong? Okay, so I've just finally sliced 1 white onion and 2 celery sticks into like, they're really, really small, all roughly the same size, and I'm gonna soften those down in a pan with some butter and olive oil. So I've sweated down the leeks and onions, and now I'm gonna add in the finely chopped chestnut mushrooms and 2 cloves of garlic, and then I'm just gonna stir all that together, and then I need to add some herbs. So Zara's kindly offered to help stir just so I can film, so we've got grated carrot and finely diced red pepper in here as well. And then I'm going to add in some red lentils, vegetable stock, oregano and smoked paprika. So I'm now going to add in 100 grams of red lentils that I've just weighed out, and I also added in 2 tablespoons of tomato puree as well. So now we need to add 300 ml of vegetable stock, just pour that directly in, give that a stir. It is smelling amazing. We just need to leave that until all the water's kind of cooked off and the lentils are cooked. Okay, so I'm making a start on the caramelized onion gravy. So we're doing red onions in a pan. I'm going to soften those down. The potatoes just need maybe 1 more minute, and then I'm going to drain them off. I'm going to keep this water because we're going to use that as a stock for the gravy. And I've just popped a lid on the carrots because we're going to fry them a bit later on. And then in this tin I've got some vegetable oil and some rosemary. And then on here I've got a baking tray that I've just taken the parboiled parsnips out. I'm going to drizzle them in a little bit of olive oil and roast them, and then I'm going to pop some honey and mustard on. You know the drill, absolutely love honey and mustard parsnips. And they need to roast around 40 minutes, about half an hour. Potatoes are around 50 minutes, and the nut roast is 50. Speaking of the nut roast, it's chilled, we're all good, we're in a good position. Of course, I need to add nuts, so we've chopped up some nuts. Then I need to add some breadcrumbs, some cheddar cheese, and some eggs. The great thing about cooking with wine is that you can actually add it to your food. So, in this pan, we've softened the red onions down, quite hard to see. Added some red wine, and then we're going to do some balsamic, and then add in lots of veg stock, and it'll be gorgeous. So I've added in the parboiled potatoes into the pan. I've put some semolina and some plain flour. I'm just going to pop the lid on and give them a bit of a fluff, and then pop them in the hot oil, which I've had heating up in the oven. Okay, so we're going to turn our attention back to the nut roast. I'm going to add in 100 grams of breadcrumbs. The recipe says fresh, but we only had panko, so I'm just going to use panko. We need to add 150 grams of chopped nuts. I'm going to pop those in now. Now I'm going to add in 3 free-range eggs. I'm going to beat...
That's with shells.
There wasn't any shells in there. I'm going to beat in between each addition. And you want to make sure your filling is kind of like as cold as it can be, because otherwise you'll get scrambled eggs. Oh god, this smells incredible. Okay, so I'm gonna pop some tinfoil on this and bake this for half an hour, take the tinfoil off, and then I'll pop the parsnips in and the sprouts.
It wouldn't be Christmas without a cocktail, and you know, come dine with us, we enjoy a cocktail. So I'm gonna make my favourite. We're all about doing things for Christmas that bring us joy. I'm not gonna get changed. I'm keeping my Christmas sweater on because, do you know what, this year's been exhausting. I haven't got time for the fancy stuff. I've got to try and watch me sprouts and me parsnips and me partridge in a pear tree. Anyway, right. I'm going to be making my favourite cocktail, which is an espresso martini. I'm going to give it a bit of a festive twist and make a salted caramel espresso martini. So it's the usual 50ml of vodka, 50ml of coffee liqueur, 50ml of coffee, and then I'm going to put some Himalayan sea salt and some of this dulce de leche, which is caramel. I got it from Sainsbury's. So I'm going to put like a spoon of that in, shake it all up, and then put it in these very fancy Christmas martini glasses. Oh my god, I've excelled myself. No! I've just spilled it all over the floor. I know. Right, I'm gonna go in for the taste. Stuff, it's all over the floor. Zara, I think I've just created magic.
Okay, so the roast potatoes are looking absolutely gorgeous. They're very nearly done. So now we're gonna pop in the parsnips and the sprouts. I'm gonna make a start on the carrots, and then the nut roast can have its tinfoil taken off and can crisp up. Okay, so carrots are on. Bang in the thyme, love. Pop it in. I have got a helping hand. We're doing dry thyme in some olive oil, and we're just gonna saute those down, and then we're gonna glaze them with a bit of, I don't think have we got maple syrup? I don't know if we do.
Yes,
we do. Okay, I'm gonna glaze them in some maple syrup. Maple and thyme is just gorgeous. Gravy's blipping away beautifully. And then in here we've got the parsnip, sprouts, and nut roast doing lovely things. Right, so the parsnips are nearly done. I'm just gonna drizzle some runny honey over the top. Again, if you wanna make this vegan, by all means use maple as well. I just love honey parsnips, they're like my fave. And then Zara is gonna go in with some Clark's Original maple syrup. So we're gonna go into some maple syrup on the carrots. Oh my god.
Too much?
No, that's perfect. Keep it going, keep it going. Woo! Yeah! Guys, I think I've actually just successfully made my first nut roast. Look at that. I've just turned it out onto a wooden board. It's beautifully crispy. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna maybe have 2 slices of this, and we're gonna serve it up on the plates rather than put it in the middle. I will leave the recipe link down below if you want to try it out, because I'm so impressed. Go for it. Gorgeous. All over the floor, that's what we like to say. Course, guys, a full-on Christmas dinner with the whole shebang. Zara's just about tucking in. We've got the nut roast, honey glazed parsnips, crispy polenta semolina potatoes, roasted sprouts, maple glazed carrots, and a partridge in a pear tree. How is it?
Delicious.
Is it?
Really tasty. Carrots are incredible.
Carrots.
So potatoes.
Oh, honestly. Kate did some kind of like cheesy Christmas trees, and Ewan did a Toblerone dessert.
Oh.
So this is the main course. I'm going to dig in, give you my verdict. I've got my festive napkin, a glass of red. Oh! Oh my god, that nut roast is delicious! Who'd have thought it?
I have never in my life eaten a sprout and not gagged.
So I can take my Christmas congratulations. I've won, come down with us.
That is delicious.
Oh my god, I feel like we're having a Christmas dinner, guys, and it's
We need party hats.
a Wednesday. Right, I'm ending this come down with us here. I'm going to finish off my wine. That nut roast, I'm so impressed. I mean, it was pretty foolproof. So if you're wanting to do that for your Christmas dinner, definitely do that one. I'll link the recipe down below. Also, do check out Kate and Ewan as well. Kate obviously did the starter, Ewan did the dessert. Subscribe while you're over there. Show them some love if you haven't already, because they're amazing. I really hope you have a lovely Christmas and you have enjoyed this final installation into this round enough 2020, the best of it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you can give it a thumbs up, don't forget to click subscribe. Let me know what you're cooking for Christmas dinner down below, and also don't forget to vote for your winner. Who do you think has done the best? I think that's the wine talking. Right, I'll catch you all very soon. Merry Christmas, lots of love. Take care. Bye.